here. So hi everyone, we love you. And should I introduce myself or Satoshi Labs?
Yeah, both. That's no problem.
So Satoshi Labs, we founded Satoshi Labs after we started to work on Trezor with Slash and Stick, because Trezor first was a hobby project for them, a hobby project that was aiming to solve one real life issue, which is how to store your Bitcoins securely in a way that a normal person without advanced computer skills can use. And because Slash is operating the first mining pool since 2010 or 9, well, I'm not sure, 2010, he also lost quite some amount of Bitcoins on hackers and on third-party services and so on. And and also a lot of people were asking him for advice, like, okay, I want to invest into Bitcoin, but what do I do? And he went, okay, you have to install Armory and you have to do encryption and backups. And they were like, oh, okay, okay. So Slash and Stick, they met together late 2012 and realized that although they have seen some presentation of some German professor on the project of a hardware wallet, even after several months, there was nothing happening. So they said, okay, let's do it. And we met together early 2013, and I was kind of helping them with setting up the crowdfunding campaign and doing some marketing because I was more skilled in these areas. The goal for them or for us at the beginning was to produce a few hundred of pieces just to send them out to the core Bitcoiners and say, okay, this works and this is a good safe storage. We ended up producing much larger quantities, which was a good decision, and we ended up creating Satoshi Labs because we have several Bitcoin projects running. So I mentioned Slash Pool, Trezor is the second one, or not in a history line, but Trezor and CoinMap. CoinMap.org is Stick's project, also like a hobby project that we've been redesigning last year. And that's a map, that's a referential map actually to look for businesses accepting Bitcoin. A lot of travelers use that to they come to Prague, so where can I spend my Bitcoins, right? And we kind of, when you look at the projects that we have done, my team has done, we always innovate. We always bring innovations to Bitcoin, and we really try to solve real life issues. Okay, so Slash, when he created the concept of a mining pool, he solved the real issue of a single miner that would not be able to mine profitably anymore soon. So he was thinking, okay, what do I do? Let's do collaborative mining then. So he created this pool, he innovated Bitcoin mining, and today most of the people mine with the pool, right? We created a new market of hardware wallets. So, and I think we have the brains in our company that allow us to create other new innovative stuff in the future. So if I sum up Satoshi Labs into one sentence, I would say we innovate Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, so you got to, if you have a problem, solve it yourself. It's
yes, we don't try to use a hammer to that we have to find a problem to solve with it, but we really work on solving the real issues with new approach.
All right.
Yeah.
And you have a small team. How big is your team?
There are 10 people working on Trezor, and 6 or 7 people working on the Slash pool currently. Yeah. So it kind of started like really small. We started the 3 of us, and we grew into this within 2 years. And it's a great team to work with. It's a great team, definitely. Everyone really excited about the stuff we do, and yeah.
Oh, great. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm shocking a lot of people, of course, because of my own program about Bitcoin, and storing Bitcoin is always a little hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Trezor is I think one of the best items to use to store your Bitcoin. How secure is the Trezor?
Mm-hmm. I would say it's the most secure and the most trusted hardware wallet out there. Definitely number one. You know, not just being the first one, but being the most reliable. Why? It's not just because of the hardware design and the software design and the user experience, but the blend of the entire security design makes it possible for a layman like myself to use Bitcoins to store them and to send them with a peace of mind, which is something that was not possible before. You could do really constructs of securing your Bitcoins, but you would have to study a lot. What's encryption, backing up, having an offline computer. So Trezor has done a lot of milestones in terms of security. We are present in almost 100 countries in the world, which is very important, not just because of our success, but to see where actually Bitcoiners are, and to see like orders coming from Africa and from remote places. That's really exciting. Another important milestone that I've been talking about before is number 0, which is 0 Bitcoin stolen from a Trezor. This is the most important, I would say, and the experience and the feedback that we get from our users is just amazing. So maybe I should introduce Trezor for those people who haven't heard or haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
so
do it. Yeah, do a quick pitch to.
Yeah, I'll do a quick pitch. So when you order a Trezor, it comes a package like this, and there's a device like this, small inside, which has a USB screen and buttons. And one of the most important things is it's a physical device. It's a tangible thing. So a lot of people, for example, I've been trying to explain Bitcoin to my mother, and I said, okay, how did it go?
Yeah, it's so hard. She just get email, so
it's like Bitcoin is I started with the fact it's a money.
Okay? Email with money.
Yeah, well, you go with money because that's the easiest way to explain. You don't go like, Mom, it's
smart contracts.
No, no. So I said, Mom, it's like digital money. That's actually somewhere on the internet. And she says, where? I say, on the blockchain.
Oh.
She goes like, okay,
there you go.
Stop right here. And then when I had the prototype of Trezor, I said, okay, Mom, look, I know it's not completely true, but I said, look, your Bitcoins are here. And she said, oh, okay.
It's a wallet idea, of course. Yeah.
It's like people are so much used to the concept of a wallet where you have your money and you could put the wallet into your pocket, right? So first thing is it's physical, which gives you a better feel, better idea of Bitcoins for the people that are not technically savvy, right? And it has the display. That's a very important part. It allows you to visually verify what you are signing. So unlike with other tokens, or you can get prey to phishing, you always see where you send your money, how much money, how much fee you're going to pay, because there have been some scams around huge fees. So some guy wanted to send a part of Bitcoin, and he ended up sending 90 Bitcoins as a fee, right? So you can verify all these things, and then you physically confirm with a button press. That's something a virus or a hacker can never do, okay? And the USB, that's, when you get the package, you get also some small USB cable. The USB cable, some people don't like it. I can totally understand. I hate cables myself. But this is the only way to stay completely safe against viruses and hackers. Whenever you introduce some Wi-Fi modules or NFC, something that goes online, then it's vulnerable. The concept of a hardware wallet is that you have a piece of hardware that's completely offline and that only allows very specific messages to enter. So it only accepts a template of a payment request, right? Everything else gets discarded by the limited USB protocol. And why this is really important to say, because all the computers that we use, all the servers, all the mobile phones are a very, very complex hardware and the software stacks that we're using. So for a hacker, it's quite easy to find backdoors, to find their ways to hack such a complex system, right? And as an individual, you have almost zero chance, to protect yourself 100%. Whereas when you have something like this, you don't need to study anything. You just plug it in, you follow instructions, and you just click your buttons, right? It's a foolproof design. We really tried to create the web wallet.